Intro, it's the intro song. Hey kids, it's Thursday, and I told you today we would be doing a book review, so I picked out this book. It's one of my favorites. If you're unfamiliar with it, it is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chomsky. Let's see if we can read that down there. And I love this book. There is a major motion picture out, which is actually a fairly decent representation of the book. Of course, they don't get everything in here, but it's very good. So I'd recommend, even if you're not a reader, go see the movie, check it out. It's at the Redbox, I bet. And if you are a reader, go pick up this book because it's amazing. Some of the things I really like about this book is how it's all in letter format, from Charlie onto the mystery reader. It's kind of a troubled coming-of-age story, and especially if you're a kid in high school or something, or someone who's not that popular, I really feel like this book will stick out and talk to you very closely. And it teaches a lot about experiencing life and how important that is to get out there and to do stuff, and that it's okay to be a little bit broken, because we all are a little bit broken, and that doesn't make you less of a person or not a good person. So, since you guys didn't know ahead of time what the book for this week was going to be, I thought I would just read you the summary off the back and maybe a couple little quick snippets from the inside to see if I could pique anyone's interest. So, from the back it says, The Perks of Being a Wallflower is a story of what it's like to grow up in high school. More intimate than a diary, Charlie's letters are singular and unique, hilarious and devastating. We may not know where he lives, we may not know to whom he is writing, all we know is the world he shares. Caught between trying to live his life and trying to run from it, it puts him on a strange course through uncharted territory. The world of first dates, family dramas, and new friends. The world of sex, drugs, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where all you need is that perfect song on that perfect drive to feel infinite. And that's sort of one of the themes of the book. Charlie keeps saying, in that moment we were infinite. But I feel like a lot of things in this book really spoke to me. When I was about 12, I made a bunch of new friends in elementary school, I guess, and we were sort of the reject kids doing our own thing, dressing funny. I look back at it and think of all the fashion decisions and awful, horrible mistakes that I made. But we would sit around and watch Rocky Horror Picture Show and do a lot of the things that they do in this book, even though they were a little bit older. And I continued to kind of do that sort of stuff as I grew up. And I felt that I really identified with a lot of the characters in this book, and that especially my younger brother and sister, who are both pretty typical, stereotypical introverts, both needed to read this book because I felt like it really applied to who they are, and it makes such a good point about involvement in life, and that you really can't just step out and not participate, which I really agree with. I think you should get out and should try things and experience life and learn, even if that means getting hurt or making mistakes or that someone else is going to get hurt. You shouldn't actively go hurting people or trying to get yourself hurt, but you can't avoid the world because you're afraid of getting hurt. And this book is so about how important that is. So go pick up a copy and read it. You will love it, I hope. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.